Hi everyone, this is Sean 007 1986. I know, I know. You saw the title. I have to say it. I know I remember. I know I remember to talk shit about on every stupid ass decision a company does. But what Warner Brothers did, really forced my hand to it. I mean, if you guys don't want to watch this video, I can understand. You can click off of it and watch another one. Those of you who want to stay, well, you can stay. We're clear? Good. As you may know, there's no beating around the bush. It's Hollywood has a bad habit of not fucking listen to their fans, and they have a very, very bad habit of ignoring the source materials of beloved IPs. I mean, you can take a look at many of them. I mean, The Witcher, Halo, all that. But Warner Brothers Discovery had decided to do nothing that I never thought they would do, but then again, they would do. Ruin their beloved IP, Scooby-Doo. Now, granted, Scooby-Doo did belong to Hanna-Barbera before, Warner Brothers got them. They got licensed on all the cartoons and everything. But what I feel is fun. But instead of them actually managed to respect the source material and everything, they decided to give it to people who don't deserve to work with the IP, i.e., Mindy Kaling and her fucking cronies and writers. As you may know, she had an animated TV show known as Velma, which is supposed to be talking about the prequel series of the Mystery Inc. game. What happened was pretty much what you expect. It was a terrible fucking show. It was cringy as hell. The jokes don't fucking land. And Mindy Kaling decided to manage to do some bullshit changes. She made Velma, who she also voiced as South Asians, just like her. She turned Daphne into a Chinese drug dealer who has two lesbian moms who are cops because, of course. She turned Shaggy into a black guy named Norville. Now, granted, I know that Norville is Shaggy's government name, but everyone knows, anybody who grew up who knows Scooby-Doo is that he hates being called Norville. Oh, and he also doesn't do drugs because he is a fucking square and he's a beta simp who was simping hard for Velma. And of course, Fred. Well, Fred was a race swap, which is thank God he wasn't. But he became a butt of old jokes with him being known as a rich white dude with a small dick. I wish I was joking on that one, but it is what. But yeah, that's the fucking joke. Yes, because making fun of a person based on the skin color and what's going on downstairs is somehow fucking comedy nowadays. This is why I hate modern shit like this. Is why I hate modern entertainment to begin with, to be perfectly honest. Well, as you may know, let's be real, the series is fucking garbage. I tried watching the first episode. I don't have HBO Max. I managed to get the episodes off by other methods. I will not talk in this video, for that would be incriminating myself into some more of a larger conspiracy. But yeah, I tried watching the first episode. I quit after the 6 minutes. It was so fucking painfully bad. The jokes was terrible. The unnecessary adult overuse of sexualization, which, by the way, they are sexualizing teenagers in a fucking animated cartoon show, which also kind of calls out the hypocritical bullshit how they always have to go after people who watch anime, but that's another subject for another time. I know a certain person who will tackle this one more than tackle all this bullshit about the hypocrisy between these idiots going after anime, and then there's this like there you can take it. I think the person who I'm talking about, he knows what I'm talking about. And also destroying everything that made Scooby-Doo, well, Scooby-Doo. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, in the first season, Scooby-Doo's not in it. He is not. However, there was a. It's so fucking bad. They managed to have a project that is dubbed Scooby. Yes, yes. All in all, it was a terrible show. It was just so fucking bad, and I feel, and Mindy decided to make Velma really like a total fucking narcissistic bitch, which is really terrible. And every character in the three is Daphne, Shaggy, Daphne, Norville, and Fred were all going around simping for her. Like, what kind of show is this? This is a fucking terrible ass show. I only managed to saw clips of it because I would not. I would rather jump out of window and play in fucking traffic than to watch the entire first season. It was so fucking hell. Oh, and also the killer. Oh yes, there was a mystery. There was so many killer. There was a killer that's going around that's killing popular girls and removing their brains and whatnot. And Velma's supposed to be, and also, ain't an origin story is supposed to be like, how Velma got smart and how she is. No, this one is just showing her how she's way too smart for her own fucking good. And I saw clips of this. In the first episode, she blames Fred. In the first two episodes, she blames Fred for killing the girls. And her reason is, and I quote, is that Fred is a rich white asshole with a small dick. He did it. Which, if you think about it, no prosecutor in any way, shape, or form will try this case. She would have been laughed out of the damn courtroom. But, Fred went to jail because, Velma said, "Oh, he did it. He did it." And I like how they made a joke saying, "Isn't it really cool that you sent an innocent man straight to jail?" I'm like, why? That shit ain't funny. That shit ain't funny. And then also, it turns out that the killer was still on the loose. So it's like you just sent an innocent man to fucking jail. Right? It was so bad. And of course, they have to have a. Should I actually say this for whatever dumbass reason? Might as well. Yes, they have to have a same-sex kiss between Velma and Daphne because, Velma's queer now. I mean, yes, because apparently that's kind of the Hollywood norm to think about it. Any straight character is somehow taboo, and they have to be either part of the LGBTQ community or whatever, and of course, girls can't be friends with other girls. No, they have to be in a relationship with it because representation matters. Yeah, representation matters way more. Yeah, my reasoning for let me try to get a word. Okay, yeah, representation matters. Yeah, right. Like the shit I took last week matters. Seriously, I hate representation. I do respect representation, but there's a difference between natural representation and forced representation. And this feels like forced representation, to be perfectly honest. So so I'll spare you the griping gritty mitty about this whole situation, about this whole fucking show, but I'll tell you who the killer is. Turns out that the killer is Fred's mom, who is a white woman. Yes, because apparently Hollywood passed this new stupid ass dumbass rule saying that minorities or people of color can't play villains or bad guy roles because it's racist. Even though there are some black minority actors who did play some pretty badass villain roles. I could make a list of it, but that would require me some time to put together a list, which I would, but I'll probably do it in a future video. But yeah, but let's just say that Velma season 1 was an absolute dumpster fire, and it's really 100% terrible. And I figure, okay, it's dead. I thank God I don't have to hear this shit again. Well, as if on Valentine's Day, where everybody is enjoying their significant others, and I'm here with no significant others. I'm single as a Pringle. Yes, you can crack jokes on me on that one. I can hardly care fucking less. I just got word that season 2 of Velma has been greenlit. That's right. The show that is terrible. A show that has a 42% critic rating and a 7% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Got a season 2. And in the process, Disney Discovery is canceling other Scooby projects, including Haunted High Rise, a Scooby-Doo animated movie featuring the Hex Girls, one of the most popular characters in Scooby-Doo lore. If you don't, I mean, come on, the Hex Girls, whose first appearance was in Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, where one of the voice actresses who voiced one of the girls is the legendary Jennifer motherfucking Hale. You know, the voice actress who also voiced Samus Aran in the Metroid Prime series, Femsep in the Mass Effect series, and Sam and Totally Spies. Yes, I watched Totally Spies. That show was gangster as fuck. Fuck you mean? They cancel all that, yet this fucking show managed to live. And I know people say, well, it's pretty much like, it's contractually. Well, the reason why they had to keep it going is because Warner Brothers is contractually obligated to get 20 episodes. This is the reason why I feel like modern entertainment is super fucked. Instead of Hollywood actually putting together some likable stories, or some really good stories and likable characters, they give us garbage. And when they get to reboot a beloved IP like Scooby-Doo, they decided to change it up and be all focusing on, modern politics and identity politics and diversity, representation, whatever fucking bullshit they put in. And if you think that, at this point, I might just say fuck Warner. At this point, might as well just say fuck Warner Brothers. Fuck Warner Brothers, because they don't. And might as well not say fuck Warner Brothers. Might say fuck Hollywood, because it's just proven once again they don't fucking respect the source material. Now I'm gonna give Illumination a chance, because they're making the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I saw the trailer, which is the ad, which was really cool. By the way, fun fact: the actress who voiced the lady in that Super Mario Brothers trailer commercial is actually the same voice actress who voiced Princess Toadstool in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Yeah, I grew up watching that show. That was a funny ass show, and I loved that. But honestly. And also, I did love the guys who made the Sonic movies, Sonic 1 and 2. Can't wait for 3. Can't wait for 3. But other than that, man, Hollywood just have a bad habit of not respecting the source material, and most of all, not respecting their fans. And Warner Brothers, I might just say fuck them, because it's like, this is actually fucking bad, and they look bad on their own part. And they say that Scooby-Doo is like one of their core proper IPs. Well, if it's one of your, it's number one core IP. Well, if it's your number one core IP, then why the fuck are you canceling all their products, all the projects, But yet let shit like Velma go through. You know how bad this show is? This show is so bad that Greg Doral Griffin, the voice actress who voiced Daphne Blake, who did a hell of a good job, by the way, all she said was, "Jeepers." I mean, yeah. I mean, this show is so fucking bad, man. And also, what Warner Brothers doing is really bad. But then again, this ain't nothing new. This ain't not fucking new. I mean, look at the situation. They got rid of Johnny Depp based on. They got rid of Johnny Depp thanks to the bullshit with Amber Heard, even though he was found not guilty of doing the shit that Amber Heard claimed he did. There's that. But yet they got rid of him. Yet they kept Amber Heard with her lying ass, and kept the serial psychopath motherfucker known as Ezra Miller, who, let's be real, is nuttier than a motherfucker on bath salts. And no, I will not use his pronouns, because I feel like what he's doing to use that is a fucking cop out to pass out blame. I'm calling him by he, because he is fucking crazy. They cancel animated shows. Like Final Space, Infinity Train, and Close Enough. But yet Velma fucking live for whatever reason. And I love how they said that they canceled the Scooby-Doo Hex Girls property as a tax write-off, because that's their reason why, which is, we all know that's fucking bullshit. It wasn't because of a fucking tax write-off. It isn't. And then they managed to get rid of Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill for the DC thing. Yeah, you know, Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, like the best Superman ever, and Gal Gadot, who is, well, fucking Wonder Woman. And trust me, say what you want about me, I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman. Out of all the superheroes I talk shit, the only superheroes I never talk shit about would be Batman, Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman. That's just me, because I got too much respect for them, especially Wonder Woman. Actually, I do like her. All I'm saying is that Warner Brothers is fucked, man. And besides, at this point, I don't really give a fuck what they do. All I know is that I did order me, classic Scooby-Doo stuff. I get in the complete series of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. And down the road, I'm going to get my hands on the complete series of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. And maybe the Scooby-Doo movies of that. But other than that, they can go, after that, Warner Brothers, they can go fuck themselves. I'm not supporting anything Warner Brothers did. Hell, I'm not even going to go watch that bullshit Flash movie. Even they do have my boy Michael Keaton in that bitch. I ain't watching that shit. Why the fuck would I want to watch a movie that features a fucking serial abuser going around doing shit, and yet Warner Brothers still managed to keep him on there, but get rid of people like Henry Cavill, who didn't do nothing wrong, or get rid of Johnny Depp, who was proven that he was innocent, and that blind bitch Amber Heard caused him that. And besides, I got the games, man. I got the games before this bullshit happened. If I need my Batman fix, shit, I got all the Arkham games. Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham City, and for my 360, I got Arkham Origins. It was tough. That one was tough to get. And I got the Injustice games, 1 and 2. Though I think 2 is pretty cool. But other than that, fuck the Warner Brothers, man. Fuck them. Shit. I don't know what's going on with Warner Brothers, and I don't know what's going on with Warner Brothers. But man, they are really pissing a lot of people off with this. And like I said to Warner Brothers, Scooby-Doo is one of your best IPs ever, and you're just treating it like, oh, it ain't shit. And once again, you're doing the exact same thing like every other fucking studio does. You don't listen to your fans. I mean, heck, you're doing the same thing like Disney did with the goddamn Proud Family. Oh, God, man. I hate it when they rebooted the Proud Family. Like, oh, that new fucking character they added. No, I mean, with a lot of disrespect, she's a total bitch. And, of course, every book she had to get was probably written by a motherfucker who's like, you know, down for the cause or part of critical race theory and all that shit. Like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. I feel like I said, the only way Warner Brothers and all Hollywood types will get their shit together and learn that pushing woke, diversive identity politics bullshit is not a winning strategy. It's only when the bottom line starts to be affected. When the bottom line starts to get affected, they'll be like, okay, we need to cut this shit out. Now, whether that will happen, I don't know. But I know for a fact, Warner Brothers, you're dead to me. You're fucking dead to me. And if I need my Looney Tunes fix, I just bought the complete collection of Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes, all the sorts, uncut. And yes, and no, and no. Pepe Le Pew is not a rapist. The only reason why Penelope is running away from Pepe Le Pew in those cartoons, it's because he's a skunk, and skunks don't smell right. The skunk smells terrible. But no, you can't tell these idiots anything nowadays. It's always about, oh, me too, and oh, my feelings, and reputation matter. Oh, I support current thing. Well, you can support these nuts. That's what you can do. Shoot. Anyway, I'm done, man. I'm done. Once again, thank you, Hollywood. Thank you for ruining another beloved IP because you're morally and creatively bankrupt. You ungrateful ass motherfuckers.